Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Wow, that looks terrible.
What? Spaghetti out your fucking mouth!
Okay, it got a tiny bit better. All right, you know, I mean, oh dear God.
Wow. And that was only 2 years. Think about how crazy it's going to be in 5 years. So you might be asking, well, what exactly is the Tech Singularity? And basically, to sum it up, it's that life on Earth, intelligence, and complexity accelerates through the years. So to really understand what I'm talking about, let's YouTube rewind it back from the beginning, 4 billion years ago. 4 billion years ago, life was very basic. It mainly consisted of chemical soups that were somehow able to replicate themselves. And these chemical soups, they mainly hung out near volcanic vents and gorged themselves on everyone's favorite of hydrogen sulfate and carbon monoxide. And to be honest, it went like this for a long time. There weren't many changes, just random floating bacteria near volcanic vents, replicating themselves but changing very little. It wasn't until almost 2 billion years after the first bacteria did the first photosynthesis come. And finally, these small bacteria were able to use the sun and produce oxygen. So at the 2 billion year mark, life really started to evolve like we know it today. You had the cell nucleus, you had the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell, and most importantly, you had multicellular life. Life was really able to expand into more complex organisms. You had slimes, you had sponges, and out of this primordial goo, you had the first episode of The Simpsons. So from here, the timelines got even shorter. Evolution accelerated. Instead of billions of years, it took millions of years. 1.5 billion years later, you had the Cambrian explosion around 540 million years ago. This is when life really started to look similar to how we see today, with eyes and ears and even the ultra rare Funko Pop. After the Cambrian explosion, that's when the evolutionary ball really began to get moving and intelligence and complexity accelerated. Now you have life on land, you have giant insects, and you have dinosaurs roaming the earth. Although they are not very smart, they were extremely complex compared to the way things have been for billions of years. And most importantly, you had a very new type of animal, and that was the mammal. Intelligence really began to increase when the asteroid hit 65 million years ago. And this was because mammals were uniquely fit to handle the asteroid impact while dinosaurs were not. Mammals weren't really like you know them before. They were small, they were nocturnal, and most importantly, they were able to survive because they were willing to eat things that no other animal would dare eat. Gradually, and accelerating, mammals were getting much more intelligent, until finally it led to the accumulation of the monkey. This monkey was unique because it was the first organism to use any real complex tools. Even monkeys today, you see them, stick a stick in the termite hill and pick out some termite. That's never been done before monkeys. From the monkey, again, the timeline's condensed, and now you have the early humans, and the tools begin to become more advanced as well. Now you had spears, now you had sharp rocks, now humans hunted with things they designed. It was no longer evolutionary design, it was intentional design. This shifted the intelligence from organic intelligence to kind of an artificial intelligence. First AI was spears, yeah. So from there, humans began developing, and their technology developed too. From there, you see a shift from organic life being complex to humans designing complex tools and machines. And the first Homo sapien came around about 300,000 years ago. For the vast majority of human existence, over 95%, it was about the technological equivalent to the biological soup in the very beginning. Not much changed. Humans, they hunted, they gathered, they made small communities, and they went like that for hundreds of thousands of years. It was only until around 10,000 years ago where humans really began to take off, and that was with the Neolithic Revolution, or the ability to farm. Farming was a technological equivalent to the Cambrian explosion. Now, people had more free time. People could stay in one place. People didn't have to look for food all the time. Some people, in fact, focused on technology and information, and in turn, technology and information exploded. So technology grew, societies grew, there were many advancements, and these advancements snowballed. And in fact, they snowballed so quickly that in less than 10,000 years, there was the Industrial Revolution. So to recap, it took people about 300,000 years to develop from stone tools to farming, and only less than 10,000 years to go through the Industrial Revolution. So you really see the timelines condensed. And what this Industrial Revolution did was now at least in industrialized economies, but less than 10% of people are in agriculture. So now more and more people can be specialized, and they can focus on technology, science, and information. So in turn, society and information and technology, well, they accelerated. The next great leap is going to be bigger than from monkeys' evolution to humans' evolution. And that is AI. AI was revealed around 2022. And as you see from the beginning of the video, it's made a lot of progress. And unlike humans' evolution, which took millions of years from monkey to human, AI is evolving at a much, much quicker pace. So that's a singularity. It's the idea that technological innovation and complexity increases at an accelerating pace. So, what are my predictions for the future? What are my predictions for AI? And what are my predictions for society? Well, here they are. In the 2020s, where we are now, it's currently 2025, you'll see AI replace a few white-collar jobs, a few very niche jobs. It won't be the majority, and the majority of people will still have jobs because AI won't be able to fill all these niches. For the 2030s, society will look very different. In the late 2030s, AI will take the majority of jobs. Most people will not be able to be employed. And you will also have a breaking point where AI surpasses human intelligence. It might have already happened. It certainly seems like it. But for now, humans are more intelligent, and AI is only centralized in very niche topics. But in 2030s for sure, AI will pass human intelligence and replace the majority of jobs. In 2045, that's when you'll see AI start creating more intelligent AI. That's the technological singularity. When the amount of information we have reaches basically a straight line up, as AI creates more intelligent AI, which in turn creates more intelligent AI, which there's just an information explosion. And after 2045, here are my predictions. In 2045, humans will still be needed. There will still be niche jobs that are needed to be done by humans. For example, mining cobalt, mining lithium, some kinds of farming. The amount of production of robots will not be at the level needed to replace all humans. But this is when the production of robots and artificial intelligence increases. This is when robots start getting put out, drones start getting put out, and there's a transition to a fully autonomous society. So I predict society, if everything goes as is, if technological innovation increases at the rate it's increasing, that society will be fully autonomous by around 2060. So those are my predictions. That's a technological singularity. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm very grateful for you watching. Please consider liking and subscribing for more, and please comment, as it really helps in the algorithm, and I'm a newer channel. I really thank you for watching. Bye.